Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and the builders have been suspiciously quiet today, so that's probably all going to go wrong. Now, today's puzzle is from a constructor we haven't featured before, but someone whose pseudonym conceals a person who has been commenting daily on all our videos and never rudely. So I don't know whether that gets them any extra brownie points, but we're doing their first puzzle today, so that's just a little tip, I suppose. Now, we'll look at the rules in a minute, which are very interesting. Don't forget that tomorrow at 4 p.m. our time, so in 17 hours from when this video launches, but before Simon's next video, we will be launching our Patreon Paint by Numbers Institute puzzle pack. There is a prize both for the regular puzzle pack, which features 7 or 8 puzzles, and the much larger one for the doctoral students. Well, there'll be a separate prize, but we're not expecting anybody to get us the solution to that within a day, I can assure you, but we'll see. Do have a go at these. They are based on Japanese sum style puzzles, as I did the other day in a puzzle by the Asylum, and they are very good fun. You get a picture at the end of every one, and they just are very entertaining solves as well. So highly recommended. Give them a go. Now, today, what else is going on? Well, also, we have, obviously, a couple of days ago, Simon launched as a premiere the video of him solving a remarkable Rogan puzzle by Leroy, and it's brilliant. Do watch the video if you haven't seen it already. Sure you have. But also, all our apps are available on the links under the video, and our merch should have reappeared magically after some conflicts between YouTube and our merchandise supplier, and somebody accidentally switching off a link somewhere that wasn't us. Apparently this has all been restored. Well, I believe it has all been restored. You should see a store tab, and you can see all the merchandise we offer, and you won't have been able to see that for ages, so I'm delighted it's back. Sorry, not that it was our fault for the delay. Do think about buying something for a loved one, or for yourself, or for your baby. There's a onesie there. Anyway, let's look at this puzzle now. This is from, as I say, Disaster in Progress. It's called Holy Wars. Normal Sudoku rules must apply. All 7s and 6s located throughout the grid must connect with at least one other of the same digit via a knight's move. So this 7 must be connected to another 7 by a knight's move. So I reckon there's got to be one in one of those cells. No other digits have any knight's move constraint. Cages must add up to a number divisible by 7. Along a thermometer, digits increase from the bulb end. The total sum of all numbers on the thermometer must be divisible by 7. 6s cannot appear in thermometers or cages. So it's all about 6s and 7s. I presume the title means they're at war with each other. There's a phrase in British English at 6s and 7s, meaning all over the place, completely confused. I don't know if that works in North America too, but it may do. But actually, that reminds me of another phrase that I was thinking about this morning. Yes, there was an item on the radio talking about reintroducing dog licenses, or having tests for potential dog owners that would assure that they know the commitment that owning a dog is. And that reminded me that the phrase dog license has only been kept alive, as far as I know, on the golf course, where if you beat someone 7 and 6, which is a huge margin, you win by 7 holes with 6 left to play. They call that in golf a dog license, because the dog license, back in the pre-decimal days, used to cost 7 shillings and sixpence, known as 7 and 6. There's a wee bit of weird trivia for you, and it also shows you how mired in the past golf slang can be. So I'm sure Simon would confirm that people still talk about a dog license for a 7 and 6 win. Anyway, that is enough waffling, digression, and rubbish. So let's have a look at this puzzle. So all of those rules, I think, let's just be careful with the knight's move rule. It only applies to 7s and 6s. it might be quite hard to look at a puzzle where you're only looking for the knight's move for those. We shall see. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous about that, but do give it a try. I'm assured it's relatively approachable at least. And I'm going to start now, so let's get cracking. Gosh, I can just hear the rain outside, which makes me glad I went out a little earlier. Anyway, let's get cracking. So, how do we start? Well, this cage is divisible by 7, because all of the cages are. So, it can't add up to 14, there's too many digits. It can't add up to 21, because you can't use a 3 in it, and that would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's either 28 or 35. It can't be 42, because with the 3, we'd already be up to the magic number of 45, which is the secret number that is the total of every Sudoku box, as well as row and column. So it's 28 or 35. Is that any help? It means plus 3 is 31 or 38. It means these, oh, I suppose, yeah, okay, these add up to 7 or 14, but there are ways for them to do both. So that wasn't a helpful thought. I could pencil mark this. Oh, what's this business about 6s? Oh, 6s can't appear in thermometers or cages. All right, so we know where 6 is in this column, for instance. Okay, this is the useful rule. I did not spot. Oh, look, the only possible 6 in box 4 is there, because those are ruled out by that one. Everything else is on a thermometer or in a cage. I think we may be able to get all the 6s done, actually. Oh, maybe apart from... Ooh, that's going to go to what we looked at earlier. Yes, we can get all the 6s done. Just like that. So the 6s were just a simple way in. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Right, now these two added up to 7 or 14. Oh, that can still be 1 or 8. Actually not that helpful, I guess. Right, 7s. What was it about 7s? Ah, cages and thermos add up to 7. Oh, I see. Look, if those 4 cells... Sorry, they don't add up to 7. They add up to a multiple of 7. If those 4 cells add up to a multiple of 7, and those 5 do too, this cell on its own is a multiple of 7, and that is 7. And that's got to apply here as well. If they are a multiple of 7 and the cages, that's a 7. Not much applies here or here. In fact, we've kind of done... Ah, is that... No, this is different. Hang on. Yes, this is the same the other way around. If the cage is a multiple of 7, but also the thermo is a multiple of 7 as its total, that must be a multiple of 7 too. So that is 7. Okay, well that's a start. I don't know about... There's quite a lot of other 7s. Ah, now we can surely use the rule about the 7s and the knight's move. Yes, this can't be a 7 because it could never see another 7 by knight's move. So this is a 7 instead. Maybe we can finish off the 7s now. This 7 needs to... Ah, where are we going to put one here that can see another 7? It's got to see one in one of rows 7 or one of columns 7 or 8. The only one it can possibly reach is that one, and it can only reach it from there. So actually, this is helpful. Oh, look here. Those... Oh, no, they might see a 7 there. Okay, hang on. Cool your powder. 7 in this box is now ruled out of those. It's in one of those two. That places 7 down here, and those see each other by a knight's move. This needs to see a buddy by a knight's move. It's got to be there. And then we get one here. And that's done all the 7s and 6s. And I think if we highlight them all, we can check that they all see another 7, at least one by a knight's move. Yeah, there's this group of 3 that's... Well, that one sees both the others. Those two see each other. That one sees all the others. So, and 6s are an analogous pattern, are they? Not quite, actually. Oh, yeah, they are. There's a group of 3. There's a group of 2. And that one sees all the other 3. So we've done with 7s and 6s. We can forget all those fancy rules. No other knight's move constraints. Oh, we need to remember that these cages and thermos are still divisible by 7. That might be very helpful. Well, given that we've got no other digits apart and only thermos to go, it probably will be. Now, this one How many degrees of freedom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. There's only 1 degree of freedom along it. So that must help. 4, 5, 5, 8. Because no 6s and 7s can be on that anymore. There's a 7 on that thermo, so that's 8 or 9. This one I don't know much about. That rain is falling incredibly hard. I'm just worried it's getting into the flat. Now, these could be 1, 2, 4 to make just 7. No, they couldn't. This is 8 or 9. I forgot the shape of this thermo. Right, now they're going to have to add up. They can't add up to 21 anymore because these are both below 7. So even 5, 6, 9, if that was possible, only adds up to 20. So this must add up to 14, and it's got either a 9 there. Oh, yeah. This can't be 2, 3. So if that's a 9, this is 1, 4. Now, the reason it can't be 2, 3 is because you'd have to... Well, that cell would be impossible. That has to be 2 or 3. So if that's a 9, it's 1, 4. If it's an 8, these add up to 6. And they can't be 2, 4, or they would both be 3s. So they would be 1, 5. And the common factor there is that this is a 1. And I don't get the other cells. That's interesting. I get a 4, 5 pair in column 8 as my reward. And that becomes a 3. I've still got the 4, 5 pair. Oh, look, these can't be 8 or 9, given where they are on their thermos. So that's 1 or 2. This can't be a 9, given where it is on its thermo. So that's 8. 9 on the thermo. That's a 9 now. That tells us what this is, because the cage adds up to 14. That's a 4. That finishes the thermo. This is really just coming together now. This is brilliant. Right. The thermo has to add up to a multiple of 7. We've got 17... 18 or 19, we can't be going to 28, we must be going to 21. So this is a 3 with a 1 on the thermo, is that right? 17, 21, yeah, that's all resolved, okay. 2 in the box is there, we've got a 4, 5 pair. This is a 3 by Sudoku. 1, 4, 5, 8. Wow. Okay, so now what? This can't be 1, 2, 6 or 7. Can't be higher than 7. 3, 4 or 5. I don't really want to get into triangulating a multiple of 7 there. Or there. I don't... Okay, here. So, what can these be? Let's just think about what the numbers can be. This couldn't be 1, 2, 4. It could be 1, 2, 4. Oh, bother. Oh, this pair adds up to a multiple of 7. So that could, because that's a 7, so whatever this is must be another multiple of 7. Oh, look, hang on. I've got 8 looking at that. Right. So we get a 1 here. That fixes 4 and 1. This might inform the choices over here. 2, 3 or 9. Obviously, that's not a 9. This is now, can't be 3 or 6, it's 4 or 5. 2, 3, 9 is a triple, making that an 8. 1 is there, this is 4 or 5. Now, can we do, this pair adds up to a multiple of 5. Now, there's still 2 possibilities. It could be 9, 5 or 3, 4. So, we don't know. Now, these 2 plus that are a multiple of 7. So, 8... 11, you'd need another 3 to make 14. 3 there is not possible. And this has to be lower, doesn't it? 8, 12, so we're definitely going to 14. This is a 2 or a 1, depending on what that is, I think. That seems to be the maths. Right, 4, 5, 9 are a triple here. That one can't be 9. This is less than 4 or 5. It's got to be 2. This is greater. It's 8. 2 and 8 is 10. That's got to be a 4 to make 14. It's nice. It's nice arithmetic here. What else can we do here? This looks like it has to be 1 to me. No, I don't know. I'm not claiming that anymore. I don't know what it is. Stop speculating, Mark. 617. 2. 2 there and 2 there. I mean, 2 can't go there. We can place 2 in the box. Now 3 is in one of those cells. That's going to give us 3 in column 6. And that doesn't give us 3 up here at all. Okay, anything else going on? 6172. Whatever those are must appear there. Don't quite know. I'm going to have to look at this now. This is divisible by 7, of course. So 1, 4 or 5 there. 2, 3, 4 or 5 here. 4, 5 or 8 or 9. I mean, there's too many possibilities. I can't compute them. I'm going to have to do something else. Sorry. Oh, look, this is virtually naked. It sees 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's not virtually naked, but it is restricted. This one is going to have to be higher than that. 5, 8, or 9. Now, what are the possibilities? This can't add up to 7. It must add up to 14, and it must be 9, 5. Oh, that's straightforward if I thought of using that, which I didn't. That can't be 5. That becomes a 4, so we know what this is. 12, it's a 2. And then this whole thermo adds up to 21, which is good. 9 and 8 in this row. I think this is going to get us home, actually. 1, 3, 4 there. So 5 and 4, that's a 2. What have we got here? 5, 8, 1, and they can go in. That fixes 9 and 5. This is a 4, this is a 5. 3, 8, 9. That is 8 or 9. Oh, this has become a 1. That's 8 or 9 as well. Now we have very few possibilities here. So this adds up to 9 or 10. So we're coming to 14 as a total, and this is 5 or 4. That gives us a 4-5 pair, which makes this a 3. It does. That's a 9. Oh, I should have thought, yeah, no, that was all right. I had thought about that. It was either a 3-4 or a 9-5 pair, and we've now resolved that. 4 there. This thermo has to add up to 14. I never really considered that, but we're there now. 4, 1, 2 and 5 down here. That's a 4, so for this thermo to add up, that's a 9. And we're just finishing off now. A 3-8 pair there, a 3-9 pair here, like that. 3, 8, 5 and 8. And there we go. Those are the holy wars and how to solve them. Not too hard a puzzle there. I would call that genuinely approachable. I mean, if I'd been trying to... I wouldn't have gone through it in 4 or 5 minutes, but if I'd been trying to go as fast as I can without much explanation, I think that's well under 10 minutes. It's a good puzzle, though. There's some interesting things to think about, although I'm not sure how hard the Knight's move restriction was working early on. I mean, it did a bit for the 7s. It didn't do anything for the 6s. Good fun, though. Thanks very much, Disaster in Progress. Enjoyed that, and hope to see you all soon again on the channel. Bye for now.